Here are 15 ways to respect yourself more. 1. Stop begging. Begging, my friend, is akin to attempting to lasso a shooting star. It's not just ineffective, but it also leaves you looking a tad ridiculous, wouldn't you agree? Now let's take a leaf out of the Stoics book, shall we? Those ancient wisdom wielders were all about embracing the art of accepting what's within our realm of control and bidding adieu to what lies beyond it. Begging, my dear friend, falls squarely into the latter category. It's as futile as attempting to coerce the weather with nothing but the power of your thoughts. In other words, a colossal waste of time and energy. Instead of chasing after pennies in the street, why not redirect that energy towards something far more fruitful? Focus on the aspects of life that you can actually bend to your will, your actions, your thoughts, your attitude. The Stoics were firm believers that true goodness lies in virtuous behavior, while the path to ruin is paved with vice. So channel your efforts into becoming the best version of yourself, one virtuous act at a time. Remember the immortal words of Epictetus: "It's not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." So let's bid adieu to the insatiable hunger for things beyond our grasp and set our sights on a loftier goal: self-improvement. Because, my friend, in the grand scheme of things, it's not about the possessions we amass, but the character we cultivate. So let's roll up our sleeves, leave begging in the rearview mirror, and chart a course towards becoming the person we've always aspired to be. 2. Know your worth. Understand your value and don't settle for less. You're a diamond in a coal mine, my friend. You're not just a hunk of carbon buried beneath the surface. You're a precious gem waiting to sparkle in the light of your own potential. And guess what? The Stoics were all about recognizing this inherent value and refusing to settle for anything less. It's like being the captain of your own ship, steering your destiny towards greatness instead of being a mere passenger on someone else's voyage. As the saying goes, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, so don't let others dictate your worth. You're not a marionette dancing to someone else's tune. You're a fully fledged human being with dreams, aspirations, and a boatload of potential. And guess what? The Stoics were well aware of this. They believed in taking the reins of your internal dialogue and emotions, standing tall like a steadfast rock amidst the crashing waves of life's uncertainties. So, wear your worth like a crown, my friend, and never settle for anything less than you deserve. You're not just a character in someone else's story. You're the author of your own narrative. And hey, the Stoics were on board with this too. They championed resilience in the face of adversity, much like a phoenix rising from the ashes, emerging stronger and more resilient than ever before. In the grand tapestry of life, it's not about seeking validation from others. It's about recognizing your own inherent value and embracing it with open arms. The Stoics were all about this self-compassion, urging us to treat ourselves with the same kindness and encouragement we would offer to a cherished friend. It's like being your own biggest cheerleader, rooting for your progress and pledging to keep pushing forward no matter what obstacles may come your way. So, my friend, know your worth, understand your value, and refuse to settle for anything less than the magnificent gem that you are. You're a diamond in a coal mine, a captain of your own ship, a rock in the sea, a phoenix rising, and your own best cheerleader. And hey, the Stoics, they were nodding along in agreement the whole time. 3. Set boundaries. Clearly define what you accept and what you don't. The art of setting boundaries is like sketching a line in the sand and proclaiming, "This is my territory, and I'm standing firm." The Stoics were all about this notion of clearly delineating what's acceptable and what's not. Picture it like constructing a fortress around your inner sanctum, shielding it from the tumultuous waves of external chaos. As the saying goes, The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. This means that by establishing boundaries, you're not resisting change. You're diving headfirst into it with a clear sense of direction and purpose. So envision yourself as a savvy gardener, meticulously tending to your boundaries, nurturing what enriches your life and pruning away what doesn't quite fit the bill. Just as a sturdy tree with deep roots can weather any storm, setting clear boundaries bolsters your resilience in the face of life's inevitable challenges. In the grand tapestry of existence, setting boundaries isn't about erecting impenetrable walls. It's about carving out spaces where your values can thrive and your well-being can flourish. It's akin to being the master architect of your own majestic castle, crafting it with precision and care to reflect your innermost desires and aspirations. Therefore, my friend, set your boundaries with clarity and conviction. Define what aligns with your values and what doesn't quite measure up. Be the guardian of your peace, gracefully navigating the dance of change, nurturing the boundaries that safeguard your happiness, and constructing the fortress of your dreams. And remember, the Stoics were wise to this truth. Clarity in boundaries breeds strength in character. 4. Stop looking for those who are not looking for you. Focusing on what truly matters is like trying to spot a needle in a haystack, isn't it? Quite the daunting task indeed. The Stoics were all about honing in on what's within our grasp. It's akin to realizing that while we can't control the ebb and flow of the tides, we do have the power to adjust our sails and navigate the waters of life with grace and resilience. As the saying goes, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. This suggests that instead of expending our precious energy chasing after those who show little interest, we're better off investing in ourselves and staying true to our values. So, envision yourself as a seasoned sailor skillfully charting the course of your relationships. Just as a sculptor meticulously chips away at the marble to unveil the masterpiece within, it's time to stop squandering your efforts on individuals who fail to reciprocate your sincerity and affection. In the grand tapestry of existence, seeking out those who seek you is a testament to honoring your self-worth and cherishing genuine connections. It's akin to being a magnet that effortlessly attracts what resonates with your essence, rather than fruitlessly chasing after fleeting shadows. Therefore, my friend, cease the exhausting pursuit of those who aren't actively seeking you out. Be the master of your own destiny. Adapt to the twists and turns of fate, rise above the negativity of others, and magnetically draw towards you those who genuinely value and appreciate your presence. And remember, the Stoics were well aware of this truth. Directing our focus towards what truly matters brings about a profound sense of peace and fulfillment. 5. Don't eat other people's food more than they eat yours. It's like realizing that sharing is indeed caring, but hogging more than your fair share is simply impolite. The Stoics were all about fairness and balance. Picture it like this. Relationships should resemble a seesaw, where both parties are evenly balanced, like partners in a graceful dance, not one person constantly soaring high while the other is left stuck on the ground, feeling overlooked. As the saying goes, the way you treat others is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. This implies that by honoring boundaries and practicing reciprocity, you're not only demonstrating respect towards others, but also towards yourself. So imagine yourself as a discerning guest at a lavish banquet, relishing the spread before you without overindulging or encroaching on others' plates. Just as a gardener carefully tends to their own patch of earth, honor others' boundaries as you would want yours to be respected in return. In the grand symphony of life, Refraining from eating more than your fair share of other people's food is all about preserving harmony and upholding mutual respect in relationships. It's akin to being a conductor leading an orchestra, ensuring that each instrument plays its part without drowning out the others. Therefore, my friend, keep in mind not to devour more than your fair share of others' provisions. Be the gracious guest at the banquet of life. Nurture your own garden of boundaries, reflect respect through your actions, and orchestrate your relationships with harmony and equilibrium. And remember, the Stoics were well aware of this truth. Embracing fairness and reciprocity fosters harmonious interactions and fosters genuine connections. 6. Reduce how often you visit some people, especially if they don't reciprocate it. Reducing visits to certain individuals is like realizing that relationships should indeed be a two-way street, not a one-sided dead-end alley. The Stoics were all about focusing on what brings value and growth, much like tending to your inner garden and nurturing relationships that blossom with mutual respect and reciprocity. Think about it this way. Just as a sculptor skillfully chips away at the excess to reveal the masterpiece within, reducing visits to those who don't reciprocate your time and energy is a way of refining your social landscape, sculpting it into a space where meaningful connections can flourish. Remember the age-old adage, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This implies that by carefully selecting your companions and investing in relationships that uplift and inspire you, you're actively shaping your own character and well-being. So envision yourself as a discerning traveler, carefully choosing your destinations based on what nourishes your soul and fuels your growth. Just as a curator meticulously selects artworks for an exhibition, reducing visits to certain individuals is about preserving your own peace and prioritizing connections that bring joy and fulfillment. In the grand tapestry of life, curating your social circle is akin to being the architect of your own happiness, creating a space where genuine connections thrive and enrich your journey. Therefore, my friend, remember to reduce how often you visit some people, especially if they don't reciprocate. Be the steward of your social interactions, nurture relationships that uplift and empower you, sculpt your inner circle with intention, and curate connections that bring warmth and growth. And always keep in mind, the Stoics were well aware of this truth. Investing in meaningful relationships leads to fulfillment and harmony in life. 7. Don't let the opinions of others control you. Not letting the opinions of others control you is like realizing that you're the captain of your own ship, steering your course through life's vast ocean, not merely a passenger at the mercy of someone else's navigation. The Stoics were big on focusing on what's within your control and accepting what isn't. Picture it like this. You're standing tall on the deck of your ship, bracing against the turbulent waves of others' opinions, anchored firmly by your own set of values and principles. Remember the timeless advice: the only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. This implies that by embracing your unique path and refusing to let others dictate your choices, you're not just sailing through life, you're navigating with courage and resilience, riding the waves of change with grace. So think of yourself as a wise adventurer, charting your own course across uncharted waters, unswayed by the gusts of others' opinions. Just as a diligent gardener tends to their own plot, nurturing growth with patience and dedication, don't allow the seeds of doubt planted by others to overshadow your own blossoming potential. In the grand tapestry of life, refusing to let the opinions of others control you is about staying true to your own character and values. It's like conducting your own symphony, weaving together the intricate melodies of your life with authenticity and purpose. Therefore, always keep in mind, Don't let the opinions of others control you. Be the fearless captain of your own ship. Navigate life's twists and turns with unwavering courage. Tend to the garden of your values with care, and orchestrate your life's journey with your own unique melody. And remember, the Stoics understood this well. Staying true to your character and values leads to inner peace and fulfillment. 8. Stop entertaining gossip about other people. Stopping the entertainment of gossip about other people is realizing that spreading rumors is akin to sowing weeds in your own garden. It only fosters chaos and negativity, choking out the beauty and harmony you've worked so hard to cultivate. The Stoics were all about focusing on what is virtuous and true, much like being the guardian of your own integrity. Steadfast in your commitment to uphold your values and principles, even in the face of idle chatter and gossip. Remember the age-old wisdom: the words you speak become the house you live in. This profound insight underscores the power of our words in shaping not just our reputation, but also the quality of our relationships and the environment we inhabit. By choosing to engage in gossip, you're essentially laying the groundwork for a house built on shaky foundations, one prone to collapse under the weight of deceit and negativity. So think of yourself as a wise storyteller, spinning narratives of inspiration and kindness that uplift and unite rather than divide. Just as a skilled sculptor shapes their masterpiece with care and precision, refrain from participating in conversations that serve only to sow seeds of discord and distrust. In the grand tapestry of life, stopping the entertainment of gossip about others is about upholding your own values and respecting the dignity of those around you. It's akin to being the curator of your own narrative, meticulously crafting a story of integrity, empathy, and compassion. Therefore, always keep in mind, stop entertaining gossip about other people. Be the steadfast guardian of your integrity. Choose words that build bridges rather than burn them. Sculpt your interactions with care and compassion, and curate conversations that uplift and inspire. And remember, the Stoics were onto something profound. Focusing on virtuous actions leads to a life adorned with honor and respect. 9. Avoid putting yourself down. Self-criticism is akin to watering weeds instead of flowers. It only serves to stifle your growth and obscure the beauty that lies within. The Stoics were staunch advocates of self-respect and self-compassion, much like treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would extend to a cherished friend. Remember the timeless adage, "You are your own worst enemy." This poignant reminder underscores the detrimental impact of negative self-talk, which erects barriers within yourself that obstruct your path to progress and happiness. So, envision yourself as a wise mentor to your own being, offering gentle guidance and unwavering encouragement instead of succumbing to harsh self-criticism. Just as a devoted gardener tends to their plants with tender care and attention, cultivate a garden of self-love and positivity within yourself, nurturing the seeds of growth and resilience. In the grand tapestry of life, avoiding putting yourself down is about honoring your intrinsic worth and boundless potential. It's akin to assuming the role of the architect of your own self-esteem, meticulously laying the bricks of confidence and fortitude upon a foundation of self-respect. Therefore, always bear in mind, avoid putting yourself down. Be your own staunchest advocate, practice self-compassion and self-respect with unwavering dedication, foster a mindset of growth and positivity, and erect a fortress of self-worth that withstands the trials of life. And remember, the Stoics were well aware of this truth. Recognizing and valuing your own worth is the cornerstone of inner strength and fulfillment. 10. Except when they owe you money, 2 call attempts are enough. If they value you enough, they will call you back. recognizing that genuine relationships thrive on a foundation of mutual respect and trust, extending to matters of finance. The Stoics were staunch advocates of setting boundaries and honoring oneself, much like understanding that your time and energy hold inherent value, warranting steadfast protection across all facets of life. Recall the timeless wisdom. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow, what you stop, and what you reinforce. This underscores the pivotal role of delineating clear boundaries concerning financial obligations, effectively instructing others to honor your time and resources with the same reverence you afford them. So, envision yourself as a savvy banker, meticulously assessing the worth of your investments and unflinchingly enforcing repayment when due. Just as a skilled sculptor meticulously chisels their masterpiece with deliberate intention and precision, handle financial matters with unwavering clarity and assertiveness. In the grand tapestry of existence, accepting when someone owes you money embodies a steadfast commitment to self-respect and the intrinsic valuation of your worth. It's akin to assuming the mantle of guardian over your financial well-being, ensuring that your relationships are forged on the bedrock of trust and reciprocity. Therefore, always remember to accept when they owe you money. 2 call attempts are indeed sufficient. Assertively uphold your boundaries, cherish and safeguard your time and resources, nurture relationships founded upon mutual respect and trust, and cultivate a mindset steeped in financial empowerment. And always bear in mind, the Stoics were well aware of this truth. Setting clear boundaries fosters not only healthy relationships, but also a profound sense of self-worth. 11. Give more than you receive. Recognizing that the world doesn't owe you a living. Instead, it's your prerogative to proactively contribute and leave a positive imprint on the tapestry of existence. The Stoics, with their emphasis on living in harmony with nature and virtue, imparted invaluable wisdom. It's akin to grasping that authentic happiness emanates from within and isn't contingent upon external circumstances dictating our state of contentment. Recall the timeless adage, the highest form of happiness is the happiness of contemplation. This encapsulates the essence of finding profound joy and fulfillment through selflessly giving and enriching the lives of others. Therefore, embody the essence of a sagacious philanthropist, bestowing generosity upon others without expectation of reciprocation. Just as a diligent gardener sows seeds with the hopeful anticipation of a bountiful harvest, invest in the lives of others through acts of kindness and compassion. In the grand tableau of existence, being a giver more than a receiver epitomizes living in alignment with your core values and virtues. It's akin to assuming the role of the architect of your own happiness, meticulously crafting a life suffused with purpose and significance through altruistic gestures and boundless generosity. Therefore, always remember to embrace the ethos of being a giver more than a receiver. Cultivate a mindset characterized by benevolence, extend kindness and compassion to those around you, and endeavor to live in harmony with your cherished virtues. In doing so, you'll unlock the profoundest form of happiness, the happiness derived from contemplation and selfless contribution. And let's not forget, the Stoics, with their profound insights, were well aware of this immutable truth. The path to genuine happiness and fulfillment lies in living in accordance with nature and virtue. 12. Don't go where you are not invited, and when invited, don't overstay your welcome. Possessing the finesse to discern the opportune moments to step onto life's stage and gracefully bow out when the time is right. The Stoics, with their emphasis on respecting boundaries and practicing moderation, imparted timeless wisdom. It's akin to recognizing the delicate balance and harmony required in all our interactions, whether social or otherwise. Recall the timeless wisdom encapsulated in the phrase, "Respect yourself enough to walk away from anything that no longer serves you." This profound nugget of insight underscores the importance of mindfulness regarding our presence and impact on others, thereby honoring both ourselves and those with whom we interact. Therefore, adopt the demeanor of a wise guest at life's banquet, entering with grace and departing with gratitude at the appropriate junctures. Just as a skilled sculptor meticulously shapes their masterpiece with intention and precision, navigate social situations with tact and mindfulness. In the grand tapestry of existence, knowing when to enter and exit gracefully is about demonstrating respect for oneself and others. It's akin to assuming the role of the conductor in the symphony of social interactions, harmonizing connections through heightened awareness and thoughtful consideration. Hence, always remember the sage advice. Don't go where you are not invited, and when invited, don't overstay your welcome. Cultivate mindfulness regarding your presence, honor boundaries with grace, traverse social landscapes with tact, and foster relationships founded on mutual respect and empathy. And let's not forget, the Stoics were well aware of this immutable truth. Practicing moderation and respect paves the way for harmonious interactions and enduring connections. 13. Treat people exactly the way they deserve. Treating people exactly as they deserve is like dishing out servings of fairness and justice at the grand banquet of life, ensuring that each guest receives their rightful portion. The Stoics, with their unwavering commitment to acting with integrity and virtue, imparted invaluable wisdom. It's akin to recognizing that how we treat others is not just a reflection of them, but a mirror reflecting our own character and values. Reflect on the timeless wisdom encapsulated in the phrase, "The measure of a man is what he does with power." This powerful insight underscores the significance of treating others in accordance with their merits, showcasing the strength of our character and the clarity of our moral compass. Therefore, embody the wisdom of a discerning judge, administering justice impartially and with due consideration. Just as a diligent gardener tends to their garden with meticulous care and attention, nurture relationships founded on the bedrock of mutual respect and reciprocity. In the grand tapestry of existence, treating people as they deserve is about upholding our own values and principles. It's akin to assuming the role of the architect in our interactions, erecting relationships upon the sturdy pillars of honesty and integrity. Hence, always bear in mind the profound advice. Treat people exactly as they deserve. Act with fairness and integrity, steadfastly uphold your values in all interactions, foster relationships grounded in respect, and cultivate a life guided by virtue and justice. And let us not forget, the Stoics were keenly aware of this eternal truth. Acting with integrity and fairness paves the path toward a life rich in honor and fulfillment. 14. Be good at what you do, be the best. Being good at what you do and striving to be the best is akin to donning the chef's hat in the bustling kitchen of life, passionately striving to become the culinary maestro who crafts masterpieces with every dish. Drawing inspiration from the Stoics, who advocated for living in harmony with nature and virtue, we gain insight into the essence of true mastery. It's akin to recognizing that excellence in our endeavors is not merely a pursuit of skill, but a manifestation of our character and unwavering dedication. Reflect on the timeless truth captured in the phrase, "The ultimate goal of human life is not pleasure, not happiness, not even virtue, but self-sufficiency." This profound insight underscores the journey of striving to be the best at what we do as a means of fostering self-reliance and resilience. Therefore, Adopt the mindset of a dedicated athlete who relentlessly trains to reach the pinnacle of their performance. Just as a skilled craftsman refines their craft through patience and persistence, invest wholeheartedly in honing your skills and talents to achieve mastery. In the grand tapestry of existence, being good at what you do and aspiring to be the best is about honoring your inherent potential and fortifying your character. It's akin to assuming the helm of your own ship, charting a course toward your aspirations with unwavering determination and laser-focused intent. Hence, always remember the sage advice. Be good at what you do. Be the best. Cultivate self-reliance and resilience. Nurture your skills and talents and march forward towards your personal aspirations with unwavering determination. And let us not forget, the Stoics were well acquainted with this timeless truth. Living in alignment with nature and virtue paves the way for a life of self-sufficiency and fulfillment. 15. Invest in yourself. Make yourself happy. Investing in yourself and making yourself happy is akin to assuming the role of your own personal financial advisor, recognizing that the most valuable asset in your portfolio is none other than yourself. Drawing inspiration from the Stoics, who championed the ethos of living in harmony with nature and virtue, we gain invaluable insights into the essence of self-investment. It's akin to realizing that dedicating resources to your personal growth and well-being is not merely an act of self-indulgence, but a testament to your character and unwavering commitment to your own happiness. Reflect on the timeless truth embedded in the phrase, "The ultimate goal of human life is not pleasure, not happiness, not even virtue, but self-sufficiency." This profound insight underscores the journey of investing in yourself as a means of fostering self-reliance and resilience. Therefore, adopt the mindset of a wise investor who strategically allocates resources into a solid retirement plan. Just as a skilled gardener tends to their plants with meticulous care and attention, devote time and effort into nurturing your personal growth and well-being. In the grand tapestry of existence, investing in yourself and prioritizing your happiness is about honoring your inherent potential and fortifying your character. It's akin to assuming the helm of your own ship, navigating towards your personal aspirations with unwavering determination and laser-focused intent. Hence, always remember the sage advice. Invest in yourself. Make yourself happy. Cultivate self-reliance and resilience. Prioritize your personal growth and well-being, and march forward towards your aspirations with unwavering determination. And let us not forget, the Stoics were well acquainted with this timeless truth. Living in alignment with nature and virtue lays the foundation for a life of self-sufficiency and fulfillment.